If your April Social Security payment looked smaller than you expected and or smaller than what you received just a few months ago, you are not imagining it and you are not alone. Millions of Americans who receive Social Security benefits are seeing less money deposited into their accounts right now, and the reasons behind it are real, confirmed, and something every single beneficiary needs to understand. The good news is that in most cases, this is not a mistake and it is not a random cut. There are specific, explainable reasons why your check may be smaller, and once you understand them, you can take action to protect your money going forward. Hit that subscribe button right now because this channel explains exactly these kinds of Social Security changes every single week. And stay with me because by the end of this video, you will know exactly why your payment may be lower and what you can do about it. If your April Social Security payment looked smaller than you expected or smaller than what you received just a few months ago, you are not imagining it and you are not alone. Millions of Americans who receive Social Security benefits are seeing less money deposited into their accounts right now, and the reasons behind it are real, confirmed, and something every single beneficiary needs to understand. The good news is that in most cases, this is not a mistake and it is not a random cut. There are specific, explainable reasons why your check may be smaller, and once you understand them, you can take action to protect your money going forward. Hit that subscribe button right now because this channel explains exactly these kinds of Social Security changes every single week. And stay with me because by the end of this video, you will know exactly why your payment may be lower and what you can do about it. Let me start with why this matters so personally and so deeply for the people watching this video. Your Social Security payment is not extra money sitting on top of other income for most of you. It is the income. It is what covers your rent or mortgage payment at the beginning of the month. It is what keeps your prescription medications filled. It is what puts food on the table and keeps your utilities running. When that deposit is even slightly smaller than expected, the ripple effect through your monthly budget is immediate and real. You feel it at the pharmacy, you feel it at the grocery store, you feel it when you sit down to pay bills and realize the math does not quite add up the way it did last month. You deserve a clear, honest explanation of what is happening, and that is exactly what this video is going to give you. I want to tell you about a woman I will call Shirley. Shirley is 70 years old, a retired registered nurse from Arizona who spent 32 years caring for other people before retiring and beginning to collect her Social Security retirement benefit. Shirley is careful with money. She budgets precisely. She knows almost to the dollar what her monthly deposit should be because she has been receiving it consistently for 5 years. So when her April deposit came in noticeably lower than she expected, Shirley was alarmed. She checked her bank account 3 times thinking there was an error. She called her daughter. She almost called SSA in a panic. What Shirley did not know, and what nobody had clearly explained to her, was that a combination of factors had quietly reduced her net payment, even though her base benefit had actually increased at the start of 2026. Once her daughter helped her understand what had happened, Shirley felt relieved. But she also felt frustrated that nobody had prepared her for this. That frustration is completely valid. And preventing that exact situation for every viewer watching this is why we are here today. So let us go through the real confirmed reasons why your April Social Security payment may be smaller than usual. Clearly one at a time in plain language you can actually use. The first and most significant reason involves Medicare Part B premiums. Here is how this works in simple terms. Most people who receive Social Security and are enrolled in Medicare have their Medicare Part B premium automatically deducted from their Social Security payment every single month before the deposit hits their bank account. In 2025, that standard Part B premium was $185 per month. In 2026, that premium jumped to $202.90 per month. That is an increase of $17.90 every single month, nearly $215 per year, being taken directly out of your Social Security check before you ever see it. Now here is what makes this feel so confusing. SSA also gave beneficiaries a 2.8% cost of living adjustment at the start of 2026. For the average retired worker, that COLA increase added approximately $56 per month to the gross benefit. But when you subtract the $17 or $90 Medicare premium increase from that $56 COLA increase, the actual net gain in take-home money is closer to $38 per month, not $56. And for people receiving smaller benefit amounts, the Medicare premium increase can eat up an even larger percentage of their COLA increase, leaving them with almost no real gain at all, despite the raise that was announced. Here is where things get more complicated, and this is the part that catches many beneficiaries completely off guard. Some Medicare recipients pay significantly more than the standard $202.90 premium because of something called IRMAA, which stands for Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. In plain language, this means that if your income from 2 years ago was above certain thresholds, SSA uses that older income information to calculate a higher Medicare premium specifically for you. The IRMAA surcharges for 2026 can push your total Part B premium anywhere from $284.10 all the way up to $689.90 per month depending on your income level. And here is the critical detail. SSA bases this calculation on your tax return from 2 years ago, meaning your 2024 income is what determines your 2026 Medicare premium. If you had a higher income year in 2024 for any reason, a retirement account, withdrawal, a home sale, a one-time payment of any kind, that single higher income year could be costing you hundreds of extra dollars per month in Medicare premiums right now, even if your current income is much lower. According to financial experts, approximately 7% of Medicare beneficiaries are affected by IRMAA surcharges, and most of them did not know about it until the letter arrived. The second reason your April payment may be smaller involves the annual Medicare deductible increase. In addition to the monthly premium increase, the Medicare Part B annual deductible also rose in 2026 from $257 to $283. This is a $26 increase in the out-of-pocket amount you must meet before Medicare begins covering services. While this deductible is not directly deducted from your Social Security check the way premiums are, it does increase your overall healthcare costs, which effectively reduces how far your Social Security payment stretches in your monthly budget. The third reason affects a specific group of beneficiaries, those who are still working while receiving Social Security and who have not yet reached their full retirement age. In 2026, if you are below full retirement age for the entire year, and you earn more than $24,480, SSA will withhold $1 in benefits for every $2 you earn above that limit. This earnings test applies specifically to people who claim Social Security early while continuing to work. If your work income increased this year and crossed the $24,180 threshold, your April payment and potentially several subsequent payments may be reduced or temporarily withheld to account for those excess earnings. The withheld amount is not lost permanently. SSA recalculates and restores it once you reach full retirement age. But in the short term, it can make your monthly deposit significantly smaller than you were expecting. The fourth reason involves federal income taxes on your benefits, and this one surprises many beneficiaries who assumed their Social Security was entirely tax-free. Depending on your total combined income, up to 85% of your Social Security benefits can be subject to federal income tax. The threshold at which taxation begins is $25,000 for individual filers and $32,000 for married couples filing jointly. Combined income for this purpose includes your adjusted gross income plus any non-taxable interest income plus half of your Social Security benefits. If you had any additional income in the past year, withdrawals from a retirement account, a pension payment, investment income, and that pushed you over the threshold, you may owe taxes on a portion of your benefits. While this does not always show up as a direct monthly deduction, it reduces your effective take-home amount significantly, especially around April when tax obligations come due. The fifth reason is specific to April itself and involves payment timing. April 15th is the federal tax deadline, and for beneficiaries who owe taxes on their Social Security or who have estimated tax payments due, that date, April, can feel like a particularly tight financial month, even if the deposit amount itself has not changed. The combination of a regular payment that may already be slightly lower due to premium increases combined with a tax bill coming due in the same month creates a cash flow squeeze that many seniors feel acutely even when no single element is dramatically different. Now I need to stop and give you a direct warning because this situation, smaller than expected payments combined with confusion about why, is exactly the environment that scammers exploit most aggressively. You may receive a phone call very soon from someone claiming to be from Social Security or Medicare, telling you that your payment was reduced because of an error or a new policy, and that you need to verify your account information immediately to restore the full amount. These calls are designed to catch you when you are already worried about your money and more likely to act quickly without thinking. SSA does not call you to restore a reduced payment by getting your personal information over the phone. If you receive a call like this, hang up immediately and call SSA yourself at 1-800-772-1213. That is the only number you should trust. Here is your complete action plan for dealing with a smaller than expected April payment. Step 1. Log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov and pull up your benefit verification letter. This document shows your gross benefit amount before deductions and lists exactly what is being deducted each month, including your Medicare premium. Comparing your gross amount to your net deposit will show you precisely where the difference is coming from. Step 2. If you are subject to IRMAA surcharges and your income has decreased significantly since the tax year SSA used to calculate your premium, you have the right to request a review. This is called a life-changing event appeal, and it can be filed if your income dropped due to retirement, stopping work, divorce, or the death of a spouse. If SSA recalculates based on your current lower income, your Medicare premium could be reduced going forward. Step 3. If you are still working and approaching the $24,180 earnings limit, track your income carefully and plan for the withholding so it does not catch you off guard. Remember, the withheld amount comes back to you once you reach full retirement age in the form of a permanently higher monthly benefit. Step 4. Consider speaking with a tax advisor or a free benefits counselor through your state health insurance assistance program about whether your current income level puts you at risk of a higher tax burden on your benefits and what strategies might help manage that. Step 5. Review your Medicare plan during any available enrollment periods to make sure you are in the most cost-effective plan for your specific health needs and budget. For caregivers and family members watching this, foreign more to draw. If the senior you support called you in April wondering why their check was smaller, please use this video as a starting point for that conversation. Help them log into their My Social Security account and pull up their benefit verification letter. Walk through the deductions with them. If they are subject to IRMAA and their income has dropped, help them understand the life-changing event appeal process, and make sure they know that a smaller check does not always mean something went wrong. Sometimes it means several factors converged at the same time, and understanding each one leads directly to a solution.